Right now you see D'Amico Ryans on the phone. Nick Caserio also in the backdrop. That's over at NRG Stadium. Fans waiting for this pick to come in. We'll see how long it takes for the announcement to actually take place. But this is the fun part. We'll have a wide shot of the fans here, and once that pick is made, you'll see the reaction on who they take. I'll lay out here for just a few seconds. The anticipation is certainly building here at Miller Outdoor Theater. Again, we've talked about the defensive help that's out there and available. Will it be Will Anderson, Tyree Williams? Could they go with C.J. Stroud and pull off the shocker? Listen in here to Miller Outdoor Theater.
The Houston Texans select C.J. Stroud.
There is the reaction. How about that surprise here on draft night? C.J. Stroud taken by the Texans with the number 2 overall pick. This is the reaction here at Miller Outdoor Theater. Fans up on the grassy knoll, they're excited about it. Many believe that C.J. Stroud's stock had fallen, but the Texans obviously believed he would be the answer. The quarterback from Ohio State University. All right, quite the reaction here at Miller Outdoor Theater. The fans are very happy with that result. But hey, it's a surprise because many had the Texans not being really high on C.J. Stroud, but inside that building, it's obvious how they felt about the Ohio State quarterback. You know, would they prefer Bryce Young? You can only speculate and assume Bryce Young was going to be their guy. But C.J. Stroud available at number 2. They could have gone defense. Now you expect that's the direction they go after making this pick. Let's bring in Ari Alexander. When Aaron Wilson is available, we'll bring him in as well for some instant reaction to this pick. C.J. Stroud, the Ohio State quarterback. He felt all along he was the best quarterback in this group. Ari, what do you think of the Texans pick at number 2?
Well, Randy, it's definitely interesting and it's exciting, and this is how you get the fans back in the building with a franchise quarterback, or at least a quarterback that you believe will be the franchise quarterback. C.J. Stroud put up the numbers at a power program at Ohio State. He has the pedigree, he has the arm, he has all of the talent, all of these late things that came out about him. Those are potential factors as he starts his NFL career, but the Texans saw what they saw on tape and went for a guy that always looked good playing on the field. I talked to C.J. Stroud yesterday. He told me he believes he's the best quarterback in this draft. I ran into C.J. Stroud earlier today as he was picking up his jewelry. He seemed a little bit nervous about what would happen, and you got to feel for C.J. Stroud, got to feel good for him now, knowing that there's nothing to be nervous about anymore. You are the number 2 pick in the draft. You're going to a Houston Texans team who is going to build around you as the franchise quarterback. So to C.J. Stroud, welcome to Houston. The fans are ready to get behind their new QB, Randy.
I mean, Ari, this place exploded when they made that selection. These fans wanted it to happen. You're now seeing on NFL Network a really emotional C.J. Stroud after he spoke just moments ago on stage. It's really hitting home to C.J. Stroud that he was taken right after Bryce Young, number 2. This is a guy that, again, believes he was the number 1 quarterback in this class coming out. He wants to win. He just spoke in his interview about being the ultimate teammate. It's all about team first for C.J. Stroud. So, as soon as we get Aaron Wilson, we'll bring him in before we close it out. So now you've got C.J. Stroud, Ari. You've got Davis Mills. You've got Case Keenum, 3 quarterbacks. Now the question will be, how long will it take for C.J. Stroud to come in, learn this offense, adapt to the way Bobby Slowick wants to run things, and how long will it take for him to step in and become a starting quarterback for the Texans?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Randy, if I'm a Texans fan and week 1 comes and C.J. Stroud is not starting, I would be furious. There's no reason to take a guy number 2 overall to be your franchise quarterback and not start him, obviously barring injury or any, some sort of outside factor. But this is why you get him, so that Davis Mills does not start week 1, so that you sink in the effort and the belief in a guy like C.J. Stroud, who has earned it throughout his college playing career at Ohio State. I think he's got to be ready. He needs to come in and put in the work, knowing the system and knowing what to run to be the number 2 overall pick to start week 1. And at the same time, the Texans need to do whatever it is they can to make sure that he is ready for a week 1 start for the Houston Texans. Because I think if I'm a Texans fan and it's week 1 and they're running out Davis Mills, I would not be happy with that choice.